Okay, story. So on Monday, when I was playing Ori, you know, I made a call to furniture people to build furniture for me. Yeah, actually, they were so spontaneous. They were able to come like yesterday. The thing is, I was a bit confused about some things. First of all, they weren't really like, their communication wasn't really professional, but. Okay, they're doing it privately, so I closed my eyes on that. I ignored that. So I found them somewhere, and it said so and so many euros per hour. So I thought, okay, that's pretty cheap. But it says starting from so and so many euros per hour. So I guess they kind of have that going for them, being so vague. But then when they quoted me the price, I wrote, okay, I have 2 pieces of furniture and 1 lamp. And then can you please take away 1, because that was also an offer. Can you please take away one old furniture, because they offered that they would do that too. Right after that, they quoted me 180 euro, and I'm not sure if this is like a normal price or if this is too expensive. It sounded more expensive, but I wasn't sure like how many hours they would take. Like the hourly rate was way cheaper though, but I don't know, man. So I said okay, because I was like, I was like, whatever, I just want this to be put together. I don't want to annoy my friends again and again and again. And they come on the next day. They come so spontaneously, so what the hell? And they take my old furniture as well, so whatever. It's just easier. We set a time. I was like, when can you come? And they were like, whenever. And I was like, okay, can you come after 3 p.m? And they were like, okay, we will come at 4 p.m. At 3 p.m, I wrote to them, I am ready anytime. And then they replied, we come later. And I thought they meant, yeah, we come at 4 p.m. because it's 3 p.m. That's too early. I thought they just meant we come at 4 p.m. It's 4 p.m? No one. Okay, I continue to wait. It's 4 p.m. No one. Interesting. While I'm waiting, I'm communicating with them like, are you coming with 1 or 2 people? And the answer was interesting. The answer was, should I come alone or with 2 people? And I was like, I don't know. I will leave that up to you guys. That is your choice to make. If you think you can make it before 8 or 9 p.m. so that we're not too noisy for the neighbors, then... If you think you can do it alone, then come alone. But if you think you can do it only with 2 people, then come with 2 people. And then the answer was yes. And then after that, they just kept me waiting more and more. They kept me waiting so long. So they ended up arriving 2.5 hours after the original set time. And I was like, okay, if they think they can make it in that time, then I guess whatever. At this point, I was already annoyed because it's so unprofessional. So they arrive with 2 people, by the way. So they enter my apartment and I'm like, okay, so here are the things. This and this and this. And then this is the piece of furniture. It was very small, by the way. It was just a really old, I think it was from IKEA, like a shoe furniture thingy. I said, this one I would like you to bring back. Okay, there was one guy who did the most talking. And he said, well, but that will cost extra. And I'm like, eh? And he said, that will cost 30 euro extra. And I'm like, why, but that's where I started getting intimidated. Cause like 2 grown-ass adult men, and I'm like, living alone in my apartment in pajamas. He was like, oh, normally, if you call us just for transportation for like taking away furniture, then it's 60 euro. But since we're already here, we'll do it for 30 euro. And I said, but you already... I couldn't quite articulate myself, so... and it kind of pissed me off that they would charge more. So at that point, I was like, no, I don't need your help. Fuck it. So since I'm already paying so much, so just leave it there then. And then they started working. I just went to watch Netflix with my cats. After like an hour or so, the dude who was like doing the talking, he spoke to me again. He said, yo, I looked at the conversation we had, and you asked me after I already told you the price, you asked me afterwards if we can take the furniture with us. So yeah, that's why it's not included. And I'm like, hey, was it really like that? I didn't check my phone in that moment. But since he said it like that, I started like doubting myself, and I was like, okay, but still, like, and you didn't update the price. I assumed that it would be that price, you know? You didn't additionally say. I assumed because it kind of seemed like that, and I think I wasn't able to sound quite so confident, but it did bother me. And he was like, yeah, but still, anyway, so for 30 euro extra you would do it. I'm like, no, I don't, no. That's why I was stubborn, okay? I didn't want to pay extra. It pissed me off, okay? It was already expensive, and meh. I was like, I'm gonna ask my friend to help me with that instead. So I went back into my room and I continued to watch Netflix, but this thing bothered me, so I checked the conversation that we had. I was able to confirm that I did 100% ask about the piece of furniture before the price was stated. I was like, okay. Okay, Kiara, you can do this. You can stand your ground against evildoers. Be confident. Look confident. Talk confident. So I took my phone and I went back to them. And I was like, it's not like I care anymore. You should just leave it here now. At this point, I don't care anymore. You don't have to take it. But I just want to make sure that you see this. So I showed him the phone, and I was like, see, here I asked, I have this and this and this and this, and you can take this piece of furniture. How much? And then you said afterwards 180 euros. So, and he was like, show me again. And I'm like, yeah, here, and here, and here. Here are the receipts. But I said it, kind of like with a shaking voice. He was like, okay, then we'll take it. And I'm like, okay, well, I appreciate that. So then I went back into my Netflix room and I tweeted out, I have potential has to stand their ground against evildoers. I stood up to them and we won! Yeah! It worked out! I was like, yeah, you're also gonna take the trash, like the packaging and so on, with you, right? Because it also said that in the description. He said, yes, can do. But he didn't say this will cost extra. But, okay. He did say, but no, we're not gonna take the extra trash because that was not included in the 180 euro. But doesn't this sound like he would take it, like it would be included in the price? If I ask immediately after the price statement, immediately, like there was no message in between, I said, okay, can you also take the trash? And are you also bringing the drill and so on? And he said, yes, can do. Wouldn't it be normal for me to assume that that's included in the price? It's not my problem that you're bad at communicating. After everything was done, I also thought, you know, I do not want to tip these people because it's already too expensive and they are unprofessional. They came fucking late. They came 2.5 hours late, and then they didn't want to take my fucking furniture. So I was close. I was thinking I will not tip them. Oh yeah, because he said that he wouldn't take the trash, I started cleaning while they were working. There were these huge pieces of cardboard, right, bigger than me. I started cutting them apart into small pieces so that it would be easier for myself to throw them away. Like I have this automatic cutter, like an automatic scissor. You push a button and it goes like. I cleaned everything up. It was a huge fucking mess in my apartment because of them, but I cleaned it all up and I made it ready so that I could take it down. So at the end, the other dude who was barely talking, he took the already cleaned up and assembled pieces of trash, put it into the piece of furniture, the old one that they were taking with them. And I was like, are you gonna take the trash now? And then the dude who kept on talking all the time, he was like, I guess we are. His colleague was already putting it into the furniture. I don't know if there was a miscommunication there or if he just wanted to be nice, but I don't think he would have done that if the trash would have already been would have still been all over my apartment in huge pieces. So I was like, oh, okay, I appreciate that, thank you. And that's when I was like, okay, now I kind of have to tip a little bit. I ended up paying 200.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
And my conclusion is I will never hire people like this again to put up simple pieces of furniture Next time I'll ask my BFF's BF again. I had a phone call with them afterwards. And my BFF, she was so mad. She asked like, how long did they take? Like, what is the hour pay for this now? And she did some calculations, and I think the hour pay that I gave them was like something like 40 euro or so per hour. And she was like, girl, I make like what, 5 euro per hour, and you pay them 40 euro per hour. And I'm like, sorry, it's not like, I don't know. It was a difficult situation. I understand. I felt like it was expensive too, but I also didn't have like a base. Like, I didn't know how much you normally charge for this. But I did learn something from this. And BFF and BFF's BF, they said, Kiara, if you let us do it the next time, you just have to pay us a ramen, and then we're happy. And I'm like, okay. Because they already helped me so much, and I didn't want to rely on my friends too much. But I can't put up this furniture alone. In the end, they took everything with them, except one Red Bull thingy that was empty, and one little juice box. My idol meeting room, I opened it up after they left, and their fucking dirty ass shoe stained on my bathroom floor. That I saw it afterwards. I was like, fuck, why did I fucking tip them? They didn't even take off their shoes. That makes me mad. That makes me fucking mad. It's common courtesy, right? I agree. Okay, so thank you for letting me rant.